Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Alfia's world, where it's not just my world, but it's your world. For the most part, it's God's world, so stay blessed and don't be stressed. If you're new here, hello, my name is Alfia. Welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're not new here, I appreciate the support. Love, love, love. So today, guys, I came out here and I was like, you know what? Let me pull up these potatoes. So I have some yellow potatoes with red skins, and white potatoes, I would say, and then I have some sweet potatoes. So right now I'm pulling out my white potatoes with red skins, and I was truthfully going to pull out just the ones that pretty much died and try to keep the ones that were still green, but then I realized I couldn't do that. So I pulled out the whole thing, as you guys can see, and I was like, okay, nothing came out from the actual root, so let me try to dig down, because most of the times whenever you know that a potato is ready, the whole plant pretty much dies down. So I say, you know what's the worst thing that can happen is I get no potatoes. So I'm here, and usually it takes about 3-4 months for you to harvest your potatoes, and I've had these potatoes in the ground for about that time, as well as my sweet potatoes. So I'm digging, y'all see, I'm digging out here in the sun, and I'm like, okay, I ain't getting no potatoes. So so I'm here like, okay, I'm in the sun, it's hot, and I'm really not getting no potatoes. And I did plant my potatoes in tires, guys, in horse manure, and I did fertilize a little bit with fertilizer, organic fertilizer. So I don't know at this point what happened, because I am digging for my life and I'm seeing nothing. So if y'all see my facial expression, I'm like, Lord God, nothing is in this tire. I'm getting down in there. I'm getting to the point where I'm feeling sticks all the way at the bottom. And I'm like, what did I do? Like, ain't even no potato on the end of the root of the plant. So at this point, I'm like, you know what, Alfia? Give God thanks. You know, you learn, you live, you learn, and then you get loves. So, guys, I was really thinking that, maybe there's something, at least something small. And I'm like, nothing, guys, nothing. But it's okay, because your journey is most important. And next time I'm gonna say, like, you know what, at least I know my soil is pretty much, it's pretty, what's the word, it's not compact, it's pretty oh my goodness, what is the word, it's it is pretty, it's not hard. That's just what I know. It's not hard. So it's pretty soft soil. So the potatoes had no difficulty in growing in the soil. So I'm just gonna put the soil back into my tire and go on to my sweet potatoes, because baby, that is what I really want to see. I really want to see my sweet potatoes and how it's been doing and how I treated them. So before I pull these apart, I'm like, you know what, let me check for snakes, let me check for anything that might jump out at me, because your girl be out here like a lightning bolt. I'm be like, pew, I'm out of here. So just hitting the leaves just to make sure, the stems, just to make sure, hey, everybody okay, ain't nobody gonna jump out at me, ain't nothing going, you know what I'm saying. So these sweet potatoes have been in the ground since a week after my birthday. My birthday was April 21st, so a week after that. So it's been in the ground May, June, July, and I believe this video was August 19th. So it's been in the ground over 90 days. So I figured, you know what? Oh my gosh. Look at that, guys. Do you see that? That was my first pull. Oh my gosh. I am so excited. Guys, y'all don't understand. Like, when I pulled up that one plant, I was so proud of myself, because I used to come out here, guys, and feel around in the dirt a little bit, and I didn't feel nothing. And I kept watering, and I kept praying. And I was like, oh my God, like, guys, I'm getting potatoes. Like, this is God. Like, I am so thankful every time I come out my garden, and I'm like, Lord, please let something be growing under my potatoes. Please don't let all this work be in vain. And I come out here, guys, and I water my garden. I fertilize my garden. I fertilized this twice, and I did put some potash in the garden. So that's 2 times I fertilized. And I also put some rabbit manure in there as well. So pretty much every month I fertilized this bed. So this was a pond, guys. If you guys are new, this was a pond that I had in my backyard that was just taking up space and taking up water. And I decided, hey, see guys, hey, let me use this as some place to grow food. So go watch that video. I pretty much just poke some holes with a crowbar in the bottom, put some manure, put some compost in there, and I just said, hey, let me put some slips in, some potato slips, and this is what happened. So I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. Like, I'm pulling up, guys, and I'm just like, I'm praying. Look at that. I'm praying, and I'm like, Lord, please let something come up. And this is when you're consistent, guys. This is what happens when you have faith. Guys, look at the potatoes. This is when you put your trust in God, guys. This is when I don't have no green thumb. I promise you, I don't have a green thumb. What I do have is I have something called, I have consistency and I have drive, and I'm dedicated to most of the things that I do in my life. If I do see value in it, I am going to, of course, I'm gonna go for it. And that's just how I am. Y'all see how much potatoes I'm pulling out of this bed? Like, and I'm like, at this point, Alfia, I'm just so happy. Like, I'm pulling back all the vines, and I'm like, Alfia, you ain't got no control over these vines, because these vines have grown, guys. They have grown so much that I'm like, I gotta come in with my clippers and I gotta clip. Like, I know these are a lot of slips. Like, if I knew somebody that was in my area, if they had time, I would give them these slips, because you can make more sweet potatoes out of these slips. Or I could give them to my local farmer, but I couldn't get into contact with him. I could have given this to his chickens and they would have had food. So if y'all know, I'm all about the barter system. So if I'm giving you manure, if you're giving me manure, anything like that, or eggs, I'll give you feed. Like, if I have some stuff that doesn't have any type of, chemical or germ. Y'all see that potato? Y'all see it? Look at that, poking out. But yeah, I'm all about giving and helping out everybody else. So I'm gonna just continue to pull these potatoes. But Lord, I'm just so thankful. So if you guys are doing anything in your life and you're trying it for the first time, you are not going to be perfect. There's going to be trial and error, but trust me, if you stay consistent, if you believe, if you have faith, if you do what you're supposed to do and you pray about it, it will come to pass. Don't give up. Don't think that you're defeated, because sometimes, guys, I do think the same way too, but I still come out here and I still give the plants the food that they need, and I still take care of them, just like my kids, just like my family. And you know what happens most of the times, if it's not a lesson that I learn, it's it's accomplishments that I achieve. So just watch the rest of the video, guys. I'm gonna be digging for my whole life. All right, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know how you think my harvest went. So guys, I had to come out here with a pitchfork because baby, I was like, listen, if there's any potatoes down in this dirt that I need to know about, I need that for my dinner, okay? So I'm in here, and guys, when I tell you, gardening is a workout, okay? If you're trying to lose some weight, you're trying to, get it together, trying to get some muscle going, pick you up a rake, pick you up a shovel, and dig through some dirt. Pick up some soil. Squat with the soil. Okay? Pick up some tires. Do something. Because I've been gardening for what? Almost 2 years, and I can say this time around, I'm in shape, okay? I'm not in the best shape now. I got a lot more to work on. But I feel like I go to the gym every time I'm in my garden. I feel my stomach muscles contract. Okay? I feel my gluteus contract. Okay? I feel everything. Okay? And not to mention, you burning calories and you sweating all them toxins out. So it's like, if you're not a person that like to sweat, then gardening is not for you, baby. But if you want to go to the gym and you don't have the chance, or it's too far, but you got some gardening space in your backyard, pick up a rake and do it. Because it is a lot. You see how I'm sweating? See all those? But I would say I got a good harvest. I'm thankful for it. It's not as much as I wanted, but for the small space, I'm thankful. I didn't get any potatoes, and that is very much unfortunate. Like, so unfortunate. Like, I can't believe I got no potatoes. I'm gonna continue to dig it to make sure there's definitely no potatoes. What's up? What's up? What is that? That's a wasp. But, see how I'm sweating? It's hot. I do have on sunscreen. So I'm gonna dig up this potato and see if I get anything. Why can't you go away, Waz? Don't nobody want nothing. Don't nobody want no smoke with you. All roots. Okay, Waz. You win before I have to, deal with you. Just leave me alone. No potatoes for real. No potatoes. All this nice, beautiful dirt you didn't want to grow. Okay. Okay. All right. grow some more, you. Next time around. Sticks. What is that, baby? No, I actually want some water, but thank you. Thank you very much. Close my door, please. The flies. Thank you, honey. Oh, thank you so much. May not been water, but quench my thirst. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the soil, put it top off my potatoes, my sweet potatoes for the winter. And I already topped off some of the other ones. My tomatoes. Let me turn this. So I'm back because let me tell you, this heat ain't for the week. Look at the hat. This is Alex's hat. So one of my tomatoes actually grew into the fence. I'm gonna show you guys. See this one right here? It grew into the fence. So I'm gonna lose that tomato, but that's okay because I looked on the bottom and something has been eating it. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I got plenty others, so I'm not worried at all. I'm not worried. I'm getting a lot of other tomatoes, and then more that are coming. So what I did was I took the stakes off of this, and I was already training this to go up this trellis. So I took the stake, one of those, off, and I literally just tied it up onto the trellis, onto here. So it's gonna grow. I'm gonna take a piece of string and hold it so that it can bend here. See how it's still flowering? I'm gonna probably have it go all the way this way. Gabriel's out here with me, of course. So I want to show you guys. So I put some of the horse manure here for this garden. See, y'all see my potato? I got a nice little harvest. I ain't gonna lie, for somebody that I did put some fertilizer in the soil, but it wasn't a lot. And I wasn't expecting anything massive. This can still, you know, serve us for a good amount of time. Sweet potatoes, I'm not gonna throw these away because you can always fry these up. But these are the, I would say, your Georgia sweet potato. So yeah, so I'm gonna let these stay out here and probably dry it down. See, it was getting a little bit. See, something was eating it. I think it was something was eating it. I need to go. But it's okay. Papa, 1 second. You want my glove? I think there's a glove somewhere. It's dirty. You want my glove? Here. Yeah. Here you go. I gotta get you a pair of gloves, buddy. Here. So yeah, something was eating this one, so probably gonna like inspect them, but they look pretty good. But for somebody that never grew potatoes in their life, I think I did a darn good job for my first time. I'm looking forward to those over there, but I think I did good. Gabriel, careful, baby. You're okay. Your brother is gonna that hat needs to go back in the house because that's not for outside. Okay, put that back in the house, please, in your brother's room. My leaf of life is coming. This is growing back. I told you guys I wasn't gonna give up, so I have to attach these tomatoes onto here because they're figuring out, what do you want to do with me, Mom? You want to put me against the fence or you want me to die? So that but I want to show you guys, when you have faith, this right here, y'all remember I lost 2 watermelons from over here. I lost 2, but I kept it up. I said I'm not gonna give up. I said I'm gonna keep pushing. And although these vines, you see the vines died, I still have, at least I still have my one, which is still growing. But God said, Alfia, I see your work. I see you coming out here every single day. I see your discipline.
Mom,
and
I
look,
want this one.
Look, guys. Give me one. And not just one at the moment.
One.
1 second, honey. Not just that one. I'm getting, and I mean, it might not grow, but at least, you know, I didn't just pull the whole plant. I was patient. You know what I'm saying? I was patient. And I says, God, I'm gonna keep going. 1 second, honey. You want my hat? But if you take my hat, what does mommy wear? If you take my hat, you have a hat. So that one might not live. Okay, you can take my hat, and I'll take yours.
Okay.
Okay? Hopefully it can come off. Here, take my hat. Here, take mine, and I'll take yours. I have to stretch this hat out. Lord, help me, Father. Okay. So over here too, I had to clip the one that was not surviving, because I said, you know what? Better to clip it, make it have more energy to go into other things, other plants. And I said, hey, you never know what can happen. And I said, Alfia, be patient. Be patient, Alfia. Be patient, Alfia. Be patient. And I said, be patient. Don't just look at small things. Be patient. And when I cut that one off, I was thinking I'm not gonna get another one. But God had a different. And these might not even come to fruition. But for the mere fact that when I clipped that off, I started seeing more. I said, Alfia, keep going, because guess what? These vines weren't vining. I had to cool my camera down. I know I look crazy because Demir said, Gabriel said he wanted me to wear his hat. So I look like a little boy. But I said this to say, I could have given up. I could have said, you know what, fall season approaching, let me just amend on my beds. But I said, you know what, let me give it a chance. And by the grace of God, I woke up one morning and I said, wow. I watered it and I just saw it come up. I said, I put it on a piece of wood. So also my cucumber, when I said, you know, let me just put it in and see what happens. What's the worst thing that could happen? Let me show you guys. It's growing. Yeah, see that cucumber? This is just 2 seeds I put in the ground. Just 2. And it's growing. Now I would say, see how much fruit? See the flowers? And I'm training it to go this way. But you see, and then I put some bush beans about 8 days ago. Boom. I put some, they call it patty pan summer squash here. And boom. This pepper, I don't know if it's gonna survive. It might not. I mean, it's not a pepper, it's a bean. Might not survive. But I came out and I planted more squash and more green beans. Like this one here. But you never know what can happen. I still have peppers growing. I cut off some of the sage. The reason why this is here and it's eaten is because I think there is an animal out here that's eating this plant and this plant. But because it's not bothering this plant or this plant, I left it there. These, my friend, these are my fall crops. So I have broccoli, which is starting to already, I mean couple days, sprout. Yeah, this is all broccoli. This is Swiss chard. I kind of this went, I stepped on it by accident, but these are all Swiss chard. These are onions. This is red chard, and this is celery. This is all collards. These are dino kale. All of it's dino kale. These are leeks. This is broccolini. No, broccoli rabe, Brussels sprout. These are a kale blend, which means it's a blend of two different types of kale. So I came on in and I pruned and pulled some of these plants because I realized that two of the plants were only producing foliage, which is just greenery, and then I had some of these, like this one, who was growing like this. So I said, let me give it a chance because it's still giving me some food. So this has been my powerful plant. And remember, guys, these plants I didn't think it was gonna make it, and these are producing pretty well. So I have these. I actually did harvest some tomatoes off this plant yesterday, and then I have more food coming. So I just staked it up, not the best way, but I was able to, you know, get some. And then the ones that I told you guys that I wanted to see if it would grow. Where are the tomatoes? It is growing. They're growing, how can I say it? They're growing these types. Yeah, so deer is coming in and eating it, but that is okay, because as long as it's not eating all of them, I'm okay. This is an actual tomato. This is a different type of tomato plant. It's not a cherry. Here's some more. So yeah, guys, I'm going to not today. And then remember I also it's not up yet because it's been a couple days, but I came in and I took out some of the weeds. This I think is a squash, so I don't think it's gonna make it. I think it's not gonna have enough time. I don't think, but I planted squash and pumpkin. I think this is a pumpkin because of the way it's growing. It looks like it's about to run, so I'm gonna put a string there and hang it to there. But my tomato plant is doing very well. I had to also prune it. I had to come with my snips and cut off all the foliage that was useless. And I'm gonna have to cut this off too because it looked like something ate it. But look, I got tomatoes. And I'm training it to go this way. And I'm training this to go that way. So everything is coming. I'm gonna have to take some of my compost, put it here, put it here. This is comfrey that I trimmed from here and there, and I'll put it here. So I'm gonna put soil here. I'm gonna just amend the whole entire bed, everything, because I didn't really do much in summer in here. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I could have. Like, now that I see that it's actually getting adequate lighting, take this off. I'm actually getting adequate lighting and at least a good amount to produce tomatoes and cucumbers. Then I know next year I'm gonna plant way more because it does get light under here. As much as it's not as much as the other part of my garden, I still get light. So every season is a lesson, and I'm learning, and I'm so thankful. So if anybody just wants to give up on something, it's not worth it, because you can't give up just because it's not going the way you planned. You have to keep going. You have to have the faith. You gotta pray. You gotta be patient. You gotta persevere. And then most likely, you progress. So my garden is far from perfect. I try to keep it up as much as I can, but it's not perfect. That tree has to go, but I don't have the strength to do it, and Alex is super busy. All of my what do you call them, something else? All of my turmeric is growing so well. I hope that I get a good harvest. My ginger is doing amazing. I hope I get a good harvest. Yes, honey. I don't know. We're not gonna water the plants. It's too hot, baby. It'll burn the plant. We gotta wait till it cools down. So I watered my plants yesterday. Put this on my head. I watered my plants yesterday. You wanna go inside? You can. The ants is bothering you? Okay. Well, you can go inside, baby. Go inside. Go inside. Can I have my hat? And you go inside with your hat? Okay. Now get back. So, look at him. Look at him. So, yeah, I came out here and I said, you know what, let me harvest my potatoes. I'm not going inside right now, baby.
Yes, go in the back.
In the what?
In the back.
But we are in the back. You mean in the front?
Yes.
Okay, but we're not going to go in the front right now, okay?
Yes, go in the front.
Okay, 1 second. Listen, I told you guys to come get Gabriel. Y'all don't want to listen.
You do it.
I appreciate everybody watching this video. I have been working. When it comes to working and recording, it is a tedious task. But I am going to tell you that I am going to amend my soil by putting that into here. And that's about it, because I did put soil in all the other tires and stuff like that. And I did amend my watermelon with rabbit manure that I got from my mother's friend when I went to go visit him weeks ago. I had a little bit more, so I put it in there for my watermelon because it's a heavy feeder. I put the horse manure in there and all my tires for all of my melons. And I just have to do the big garden. And that's a lot of work. So I might show that in another video, because it gets hot and I do it in the afternoon at 5 o'clock. So I also put dirt in all of these for my turmeric. Yeah, and then my lemon tree, I might get some next year. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys for sticking around with me and Gabriel.
Goodbye.
He always wants to say goodbye. What is that? Put it on the floor.
It's cucumbers.
It's cucumbers.
Yeah.
But anyway, I appreciate you, and don't forget to pray. Don't forget to be patient,
Pieces.
persevere, and you will surely progress.
Pieces.
Guys, don't forget to be kind,
Kind.
and don't forget that you don't have to be perfect. Okay, guys?
Goodbye.
Bye.